Tonight, something ends. Not just a date on the calendar, not just another ordinary night. This is the closing of an entire energetic cycle. And listen carefully, because this is where most people fail without even realizing it. If you don't release this one thing before tonight ends, you won't just move forward. You'll loop back. Same emotions, same patterns, same silent frustrations, repeating in different forms. You'll wake up thinking it's a fresh start, but deep down, nothing will feel new, because what you carry tonight becomes the foundation of your next 12 months. And the scary part, most people won't even notice it happening. They'll blame luck, timing, other people, never realizing they brought the past with them. But if you're hearing this right now, this is your interruption, your warning, your moment of awareness. Because tonight, the universe isn't just ending a cycle. It's asking you a question. Are you ready to finally let go? Or are you about to relive everything all over again? Every year, right before the astrological reset, something strange begins to happen. People start feeling it, even if they can't explain it. A sudden heaviness in the chest, a quiet tension in the mind, like something is shifting, but you don't know what. Out of nowhere, memories you haven't thought about in months, or even years, start coming back. A conversation you wish ended differently, a person you thought you were over, a mistake you told yourself you moved on from. And it doesn't come gently. It hits you when you're alone, late at night, in silence. Random thoughts turning into emotions, emotions turning into questions. Why did that happen? What if I did things differently? Why does this still affect me? And for a moment, you feel like you've gone backwards, like all the healing, all the progress was just an illusion. But here's what most people don't understand. This isn't weakness. This isn't you losing control. This is alignment. Because right before a cycle closes, the universe does something powerful. It brings everything unfinished, everything unhealed, everything you tried to ignore, back to the surface. Not to hurt you, but to show you what still has power over you. One last time. This is your final review, your final confrontation. Because what you face now, you won't have to carry forward. But what you avoid will follow you, silently, into your next chapter. But here's where most people mess up. They feel all of this, the heaviness, the memories, the emotional pull, and instead of facing it, they run. They open their phone. They start scrolling endlessly. They distract their mind with noise, videos, conversations, anything to avoid that feeling. They tell themselves, I'll deal with it later. It's not that important. I've already moved on. But deep down, they haven't. They just buried it. And the problem with buried emotions is they don't disappear. They wait. They sit quietly in your subconscious, shaping your reactions, controlling your decisions, without you even realizing it. So when the new astrological year begins, you think you're starting fresh. But you're not. You're starting loaded. Loaded with the same fears, the same doubts, the same emotional triggers that held you back before. And then it happens again. The same type of people enter your life. The same situations repeat themselves. The same endings, just different faces. And you sit there wondering, Why does this keep happening to me? But the truth is, it's not happening to you, it's happening through you, because you never released what was meant to stay behind. So now, you're not stepping into a new cycle, you're recycling the old one. Different year, same patterns, same pain, same story. On repeat. But tonight is different. This isn't just another ending you can ignore. This isn't just a date flipping on a calendar. This is a cutoff point. A line, invisible, but real, where everything you've been carrying either gets left behind or locked in with you for another year. And here's the part most people don't realize. There is a moment tonight, quiet, almost unnoticeable, where the universe pauses. No noise, no signs, no warnings, just a silent question. Are you ready to let go or stay stuck? And the scary part? You won't hear it with your ears, you'll feel it. In that hesitation, that overthinking, that pull between holding on and finally releasing. That tension you feel, that's the decision point. Because this isn't about motivation. This isn't about setting goals. This is about identity, who you choose to be right now, in this exact moment. And once that moment passes, there's no announcement, no second chance signal. The cycle simply closes. And whatever you didn't release comes with you, quietly, permanently, shaping your next 12 months. The opportunities you attract, the people you meet, the patterns you repeat, all of it, decided by one invisible choice you make tonight. So ask yourself, when that moment comes, will you finally let go, or are you about to live the same story one more time? But what exactly do you need to let go of? That's the question, right? Because right now, your mind is probably jumping to the obvious. Is it a person? A toxic relationship? A bad habit? And yes, those things matter. But that's not the real answer. That's just the surface. Because if it were that simple, you would have already let it go. So listen carefully. It's not your goals, not your dreams, not even the people you're thinking about right now. It's something much deeper, something invisible, but powerful enough to control your entire life. And the reason most people miss it is because they think the problem is outside of them. They blame situations, they blame timing, they blame others, never realizing the real weight they're carrying is something they've accepted as normal, something they've lived with for so long. It feels like a part of who they are. And that's why it's dangerous, because you can't release something you don't even recognize. So instead, you keep adjusting your life around it. You keep lowering your standards. You keep repeating patterns, thinking this is just how things are meant to be. But it's not. And tonight, right before this cycle closes, you're being shown this truth for a reason. Because once you see it, you can't unsee it. And once you recognize what you've really been holding on to, everything changes. You need to let go of the version of you that still believes the past defines you, not the people, not the situations, you. The version of you that still replays old mistakes, still carries silent guilt, still questions your worth because of what happened before. That identity is the real weight. Because think about it. The situation is already over. The moment has already passed. But the story? You keep telling it. Again, and again, and again. I messed up. I lost that chance. I'm not good enough. This always happens to me. And without realizing it, you turn a past moment into a present identity. That's how it controls you. Not by force, but by belief. Because once you believe that story, you start making decisions from it. You hesitate when you should act. You settle when you deserve more. You pull back, right when life is about to expand for you. And then you call it fate. But it's not fate. It's conditioning. And here's the truth. You're not stuck because of what happened. You're stuck because you're still being who you were when it happened. That version of you served a purpose once. It protected you. It helped you survive. But now, it's holding you back. So tonight, you're not being asked to change your life. You're being asked to release an identity that no longer belongs in your future. If you don't release that identity tonight, nothing dramatic will happen. No warning sign, no loud failure, no sudden collapse of your life. And that's exactly why it's dangerous. Because the universe doesn't punish you. It repeats you. It quietly, patiently, mirrors back the same lesson, again and again and again. Not to hurt you, but to wake you up. So what does that look like? It looks like meeting a new person who feels different at first, but somehow the ending feels familiar. It looks like getting another opportunity, but hesitating in the exact same moment and watching it slip away, just like before. It looks like promising yourself, this time will be different, and then realizing you reacted the same way. Chose the same comfort, avoided the same growth, and ended up in the same place. Different faces, different situations, but the same emotional result. And slowly, a pattern begins to form. But instead of seeing it clearly, most people blame the outside world. People are all the same. Nothing ever works out for me. Maybe this is just my luck. But it's not luck. It's a loop. A loop created by an identity that was never released. Because your identity is like a filter. It decides what you notice, what you believe, what you allow, and what you reject. So if deep down you still believe you're the person who gets hurt, you will unconsciously choose situations that confirm that belief. If you believe you're not ready, you will hesitate, even when the perfect moment arrives. If you believe things never work out, you will find proof of that everywhere. Not because it's true, but because your mind is wired to keep the story alive. And this is where the real twist hits. The universe isn't testing your strength. It's reflecting your identity. It's not asking, can you survive this again? It's asking, are you ready to become someone who no longer needs this lesson? Because until you shift that, the lesson doesn't end. It evolves. It gets smarter, more subtle, more convincing. It shows up in new ways that feel different, but lead to the same emotional outcome. And the longer it repeats, the more real it starts to feel. The more permanent it becomes in your mind. Until one day, you stop questioning it. You accept it. This is just who I am. This is just how my life goes. And in that moment, the loop locks in. Not because you were meant to suffer, but because you stopped choosing to change. That's the part no one talks about. You're not trapped by the past. You're not controlled by circumstances. You're not even limited by what happened to you. You're only repeating what you haven't released. So tonight, this isn't just about letting go for peace. This is about breaking a cycle that could quietly follow you for years. Because once this moment passes, the universe doesn't stop. Time doesn't pause. Life moves forward. And it will either reflect a new version of you or the same one. just in a different setting. So ask yourself honestly, when the next situation appears, will it feel new or will it feel strangely familiar? Because that feeling right there is the answer to whether you let go or carried it with you. One more time. So before this astrological year ends, pause. Not tomorrow, not later, right now. Because this moment, this exact pause, is where everything changes. Take a breath and ask yourself, what am I still holding on to that no longer serves me? And don't rush the answer, because it's not always obvious. Sometimes it's hidden in your reactions, in your fears, in the way you hold yourself back, even when you know you're capable of more. Maybe it's a past mistake that you've turned into a permanent label. Maybe it's a person whose absence still controls your emotions. Maybe it's a belief that you're not ready, not enough, not worthy yet. Whatever it is, be honest about it, because you can't release something you're still pretending doesn't exist. And once you see it clearly, don't negotiate with it. Don't justify it. Don't say just a little longer. Let it go, fully, not halfway, not temporarily, completely. Because partial release is just delayed repetition. And remember this, letting go doesn't mean forgetting. It doesn't mean what happened didn't matter. It means you're choosing to stop carrying it as part of who you are. You're choosing to move forward without dragging the past into every new opportunity. Because tonight is not just an ending. It's a doorway, a quiet transition between who you've been and who you're about to become. And most people will walk through that door, still holding everything, still heavy, still stuck, repeating the same emotional patterns in a brand new year. But you don't have to. This is your moment to walk in differently, lighter, clearer, free from the version of you that no longer belongs in your future. And as this cycle closes, remember the question from the beginning. What is that one thing you've been holding on to? Now you know. So the only thing left is, will you finally release it or carry it with you? One more time. Remember that one thing I mentioned at the start? That invisible weight? That silent pattern? That version of you still tied to the past? Now you know. It was never about other people, never about timing, never about luck. It was always about what you chose to carry forward. And now, you're standing at the edge of a new cycle. Not everyone reaches this moment with awareness. Most people will walk into the next year on autopilot. Same mindset, same emotional baggage, same story, repeating quietly in the background. But you paused, you became aware, and that changes everything. Because awareness is the first break in the loop. But here's the truth. Awareness alone isn't enough. Action is what closes the loop. So right now, make a decision. Not later, not starting tomorrow. Right now. In your mind, in your energy, in your identity. Are you done with that old version of yourself? Or are you still holding on to it, just in a different form? Because once you choose, the next 12 months will follow that decision. So choose wisely. And if this message hit you at the right time, drop a "I let go" in the comments. Not for me, for yourself. To declare it. To lock it in. And if you're ready to step into a completely new version of your life, make sure you subscribe. Because what's coming next is going to change the way you see everything.